So,
Right.
so two questions. What is your definition of a passport bro? One, and then second definition is passport bro just only subjected to black men, or is it all men?
Damn, Perk did this?
I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
Um, and so with you being an expat for about three and a half years, because you say you started in 2020, 3.5 years. So what would you say for that what you've experienced in the 3.5 years? What would you say are like the best experiences that you've had being an expat? What would you say would be like your top three?
The best experience, the one of the best experiences, having time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest one. Having time to do what you want to do, go to the gym,
Right.
go excursions, whatever. It's like living your life on vacation every day. You know,
Right.
that's a big one. The brotherhood is like real big too, like forming different brotherhoods in Colombia, DR, Brazil, or Thailand. Just having that expat family
Right. That
and
camaraderie.
just experiencing the culture, man. That'd be my third one. Just
Right.
going to the Blocko parties in Brazil, going to holidays in Thailand. Just experiencing the different cultures, man. That's like the best thing right there. That's pretty much it, man.
I got you. I got you. Now on the flip side of that, right? Someone wants to become an expat and things like that. What would you say are some potential watch outs for someone that's wanting to be an expat?
Some potential watchouts.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta watch other expats. That's the big one. Like you got a lot of people that bring that messed up stuff from the states, overseas.
Hmm.
Uh,
You talking about the passport pookieism, the
Man, it don't even have to be. It don't even have to
the
be pookie.
entitlement.
It just dudes be on some janky shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
I got you.
yeah, whether it be pookies or passport brads or whatever, like
Yeah.
yeah, ethnicity. But I would say watch the other expats.
Hmm.
Um, watch for the scams and schemes that are targeted for Westerners or Americans.
Right.
Um, and date date with some sense. That'd be it.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, have your head on the swivel and look out for people that's going to try to take advantage of the foreigners. I completely agree with that one. I completely agree with that
Hmm.
one, man. So let's get into the business side of it, right? And so before we get into the app, I know that you have but you've involved yourself in a couple other businesses and things of that sort, right? You actually, I don't know when you started the Facebook group, but I joined the Facebook group, I want to say back in back in 2020. So I joined it back
Hmm.
in 2020, and now now it's like what 22,000 strong, something like that. It's a lot
Yeah.
of people in there. When you decided to create the Facebook group, what was your thought process going through that? Like, did you think that it would actually blow up to what it is now, and what it's going to continue to blow up to what is
You know
in the
what?
future?
You know what's This is it. All is it was all organic, man. This is the funny thing about it.
Yeah,
I specifically started the Facebook group because I had a blog called Black Men Travels, and I was
yeah,
writing articles. And of course, nobody just comes up on your blog by mistake.
Right.
So I started sharing my articles in the Black Man's Option, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then uh, it was cool, but I didn't want to like pressure. I didn't want to like always be sharing my articles in day group because I know they had their own thing going on. So I
Right. Right.
decided to create my Facebook group specifically just to share my articles from the
Right.
blog. That's the only reason I started the Facebook group. Uh, and then it was Black Men Travels. We got about 8,000 members in there, and then all of a sudden they took it down for no reason at all. They took it down. Facebook just took it down.
Oh
I
man.
was really upset about it, and we started Black Men Travels 2.0, and then we started Passport Bros. But Passport Bros came about because my partner at the time was just like, "Hey man," because I was named Black Men Travels 3.0, and he was like, "Man, that's corny." So
Right. Right.
I was
Right.
like, you know what? You're kind of right. Black Men Travel 3.0 is kind of corny. And I said, just straight up, I was just like, what about Passport Bros? He was like, damn, where you get that name from? I said, man, I just made it up. Like I might have heard it, but I think, yeah, I just made it up. And he was like, that's a dope ass name. Let's roll with that. I was like, bet.
Right. Right. Right.
We just roll with Passport Bros. So that's how it just,
Yeah.
everything came about. Straight up.
Gotcha. Now another question, because you mentioned that you said that you were posting in the Black Man's group, and then you had to reinvent yourself and you came up with the name Passport Bros, right? So
Right.
so two questions. What is your definition of a passport bro? One, and then second definition is passport bro just only subjected to black men, or is it all men?
Okay. Great question. Great question. Passport Bros is an ideology, right?
Okay.
It's a mindset. And that mindset is just becoming an international man of business and leisure, basically. Um, it's a lot of things about Passport Bros, but my definition of Passport Bros has always been it's an ideology, it's a global mindset, handling business overseas, vibing with the culture, helping out the culture, contributing to other cultures as well. It had nothing to do with the women. It had nothing to do with anything facetious or anything like that. It was just literally guys just traveling the world handling international business. And Passport Bros, it's all ethnicities. It does have, of course, a black orientation because I'm a black man, but Passport Bros was always supposed to be inclusive of all races of all men. And for the most part, you look up, just Google the hashtag Passport Bros. You'll see white guys screaming, talking about Passport Bros, Asian guys, Latino guys, men from the West in general. Um, are representing the Passport Bros. But like I said before, I just want to be clear that Passport Bros is simply an ideology, bro. It's an ideology. It's not like a club or it's anything like that. It's an ideology. And the reason we set it up like that because, as you can see, it's such a hot topic. It's such a hot name that a lot of people will, if somebody does something messed up or negative overseas, they'll automatically label that person as a passport bro to get clicks and views. When that person is probably not even associated or uh, thinks of themselves as a passport bro. So that's the reason we kind of wanted it to be just an ideology.